Congressman, my question for you, and you touched on this, is I know that you spend a lot of time talking with unions. And we also know from 2016 that a lack of union enthusiasm for the presidential ticket was a real issue for Democrats. I want to understand what you hear about and also what everyone thinks, sort of from especially a labor perspective, about this campaign, and kind of how you see the organization from that viewpoint.
So the world's very different now with COVID. And I won't sugarcoat because you all know me well enough to do it. I am probably out more than I should be, as I said at the beginning of this. And I'll be downriver, which is where I heard a lot of this last time. There are clearly still strong Trump voters, but I'll be at a veterans event, or I was at a Appreciate Law Enforcement in Taylor, which is obviously a very big union town. And a lot of the guys are talking to me, we haven't decided how to vote. I think that many union voters, both men and women, don't like the way COVID's been handled and the uncertainty that has come into their life. They're scared even in the plants. Some of them have lost their jobs. You've got people with pre-existing conditions. They get very insulted when people say, well, you're not working because you had a $600 supplemental payment. And they're women that have childcare issues. So there's a lack of even empathy for what the real issues are for workers, which I know both Stephanie and I men couldn't talk about. So look, I've had, I put a picture on my Facebook page of one of the Trump voters at the farmer's market last weekend. But I have really thoughtful, scary conversation with union workers who, last year by this time I said we have a problem. I think there are, and I have people coming up and saying, I'm all in, I'll never vote for this person. I'll never vote for Donald Trump again too. So I think there are far more people, and talking to the union leaders, they're hearing the same thing, that, there's probably a third that's still going to be the way they were. There's a third that voted for Hillary last time that are there. And I think there's a whole group in the middle that are very thoughtful and are not happy with the direction that this country's going.